Hi everyone, today I will show you how to create a sign up form in React. Let's take a look at the design. As you can see, I will have a header and four input fields for username, email, password, and confirm password. Also, we'll have sign up button for submitting the form, and pressing the button I will start the validation. I will have two types of validation. One by defining HTML5 attributes, and it will be browser validation. And also we'll implement client-side validation in JavaScript React code. And now I'm going to provide some username and press sign up. And as you can see, we need to provide some email. And now I can print test, and we have browser validation that we need to provide valid email at test.com, and now I can add password and press sign up, and we need to add confirm password, and again press sign up. Now we got error message from our client-side validation that password must be at least 6 characters, and I'm going to add more characters and sign up again. And now we got passwords do not match. And, I'm going to match the passwords and press sign up. And our form was submitted, and we have empty values. And let's go to the code and build our form. I launched my Visual Studio Code Hub folder where I store my React apps, and now I'm going to run new terminal and run command npm create vite at latest, and provide my project name. It will be sign up, sign in forms, and select React and JavaScript. And now I can navigate to my project folder with cd command and run npm install, as you see in suggestions. And it should install dependencies, and we can open source files and check what I have. And I'm going to remove some styles from app.css. And also I can add 0 here for paddings to right and left. And also I can remove some styles from index.css, like styles for buttons, hu and tag. And remove this place items and replace it with justify content center. And also I can remove styles for link, also from media. Okay, dependencies were installed, and we can run our dev server npm run dev. And I'm going to press the link and check what I have. Okay, we have our code, some auto-generated code. We can remove it also. Now I can hide this panel and just remove all this state and also all this code, and just provide some h2 tag with text create account, and also remove all imports. Okay, and let's check what I have. Okay, we have only our h2 tag. If you want to know more about creating apps in Vite with Vite frontend tooling, you can check my video from the description. I described all these package files and main.jsx and all others, so you can watch it. And now I'm going to change the styles for my body to add some background color. And for body, I'm going to make it background and add linear gradient and assign a light blue from light blue to blue. And let's check what we have. Okay, we have our background color, and also we can change the title inside index.html and provide sign up and sign in forms and save it. Okay, we have our title, and now I can create my sign up component for sign up form. And inside source files, I'm going to create new folder components, and new file. It will be sign up form JSX for my React code. And also I need one more file for my styles, and it will be sign up form CSS. Okay, and now I can create my functional component. It will be function and provide name sign up form and return some JSX. Actually, I can provide create some container and give with class name sign up form, and inside div for now I'm going just copy paste this create account and save it. And now I can export my form, export default sign up form, and import it in my app.jsx and return. Let me do it. Import sign up form, and now I can just return my form. And let's check what we have. As you can see, we have the same header, but with import export. And now we can write our JSX further. I'm going to create form and remove this action. I'm going to handle submit inside my React code. And now we need 4 inputs, and each input will have class name for group, will have a label for the input, and also error message. And I'm going to add form group, and inside for group we need a label, and HTML4. I will not provide this HTML4, and first input will have username, and mark is as required. And now I can add input. It will be type text and provide name, username, and also I can make it required for our HTML validation inside browser. And I can copy paste this 3 times for more input, and change labels and name. And the second input will be for email, and we can provide type email to work with our HTML validation, and the name will be email, and the next will be for password, and type I'm going to provide also password, and name also will be password, and the next type will be also password. By the name will be confirm password, and here confirm password. And let's check what I have so far. Okay, we have our labels and our input fields, but nothing is working now. And also we need to add button that will submit our form. And let me do it. And button with type submit, and the text will be sign up. And let's check. Okay, we have our button, and as you can see, browser validation is working, and it suggests me to fill the username. Okay, and now we can add styles to our form, and I'm going to copy this sign up form class and provide styles for my sign up form. And I'm going to make min width like 30 rem, and max width will be 80 rem, and make background color white, and also add some padding, 1 rem for all sides, and add box shadow 0.05 pixels, and provide some hex blue color, something like that. Save it, and also we can add border radius to be 5 pixels, and increase font size. Font size will be 1.2 rem. Let's check what we have. I'm going to refresh it. Oh, probably I forgot to add import to my form, and the styles weren't applied. And, I'm going to add import from the root, and sign up form CSS. Okay, and let's check now. Okay, we have our styles, have white background, and now we can add more styles inside our sign up form CSS. And I'm going to use this sign up form as a selector for other elements, because here I'm using the plain CSS, and to not confuse with some other styles, I'm going to use this sign up form. But if you use preprocessors or I don't know, modules, you can just ignore that. But it's plain CSS, and I'm going to use it, and add margin bottom to rem for my form, and also I need styles for my form group. Let me copy paste. You can close this. That what we don't need, and provide styles for my form group. It's a class, and make it display flex, and also add flex direction column, and add some margin bottom to 1 rem, and also make text align left. Okay, save, and let's check. Okay, we have our form. I can refresh it, and so our styles for form group were applied, and now we can add styles for our label, and increase the size and colors for input. And let's do it. I can add sign up form label, and make font weight bold, and for input sign up form just input, and provide width 100%, and also add padding 1 rem, and add some border, and border will be 1 pixel solid, and add some light blue, and add border radius like 10 pixels. Let's check what we have. Okay, we have our bold labels, and our bigger inputs, and we need to fix this. And I'm going to add box sizing to border box to calculate width for the element, and don't add this extra padding to the element size. Save, and let's check. As you can see, we don't have this extra padding here, and now we can add styles for our outline, and make it blue, and add styles for bottom. Let's do it. And now I can use my sign up form and provide styles for input, and add pseudo class focus visible, and change the color for outline will be 1 pixel solid blue. And let's check what we have. And as you can see, our outline was changed to blue, and when the input has focus, we have blue outline. Okay, and let's add styles for the bottom. Sign up form and bottom. And I'm going to add paddings, 1 rem for top bottom and 2 rem for left right, and change background color to the same color like we used for box shadow. And also I can specify color for text white and remove border none, and also add border radius 10 pixels, and make cursor pointer, and increase font size to 1.2 rem. Okay, and let's check. We have styles for our button, and now I'm going to add pseudo class hover to change background color during hovering over the button. And I'm going to use this sign up button, but provide pseudo class hover, and add change background color to blue. And probably I need some other background color. And let's try with blue. Okay, and as you can see, we have some changes in background color when I'm hovering over the button. Now we can write React code to store inputs values into state variables, and also validate and submit form by pressing sign up button. I'm going to navigate to my sign up form JSX and add hook use state. And as you can see, it will return a stateful value and a function to update it. And I'm going to store this value and function into variable. Variable will be form data, and function set form data. And I can provide initial value, and I'm going to create const variable initial state. It will be object with username, empty string, and also email property, empty string, and password, empty string, and confirm password. So password, also empty string. And now I can provide this initial state object to my use state hook, and we can add event handling for form on submit, and provide handle submit function, and implement this function. It will be arrow function const handle submit that will take event as parameter, and event we need to prevent default behavior of the form, and call prevent default. And now I need to create a function to client-side validation inside our client-side code. It will be const validate, and it's also arrow function. And I'm going to create new variable for errors. For all my errors, it will be empty object initially. And also I need state variables, state variable for my errors with empty object initially, and create variables const array and errors, and set errors, and assign. Okay, and let's return to validate function and check if we don't have form data username. So username field input is empty. Then we can set form errors, and username to username is required. Username is required. Okay, and also we can check all other fields if not form data email. Then we can provide also form error email, and provide email is required. Email is required, and Now I'm going to add regex to check my email with else if our email doesn't pass this regex, and provide it like any string, any char, and then add, and then close this, and also any char, and then we need some point, and also then any char, and we need to test this regex for our email, from data email. Okay, and if we don't have correct email, then we can add form errors email, and provide value, string value email is invalid. Okay, and now we can check password. If not from data password, then I'm going to add form errors and password, and provide password is required. And if we have password, else if then we need to check password length, and let's check that from data password length less than 6 symbols, then we will provide error from data errors, and provide text password must be at least 6 characters. Okay, and the last field we have, and it will be for confirm password, and here I'm going to just check if we have the same confirm password as password. If from data password not equals to from data confirm password, then provide error from data confirm password, and error will be passwords do not match. Now we can return our form errors, and I need to fix because we have here form errors, and also password, and also here we need to provide form errors, and now I'm going to use this function in my handle submit to check the errors, and const form errors, and call my function validate to validate my form, and then check if we don't have any errors, object keys and form errors, and length equals to no 0, length equals to 0, then that means that we haven't found any errors, and we can submit form. And, let me add some console log, and form is ready for submitting, and add our form data, and we can, after submitting, you can add some requests that will send your form to server. I will just provide some comment handle form submission, send request to server, and after submission you can set form data to initial state. Just copy array initial, copy object, and also set errors to empty object. But if we have errors, then we need to handle them, and I'm going to add else and set errors I'm going to change it and set errors. Okay, and here and set errors into our state from errors. Okay, and now we need to add values and on change handler to our inputs and also errors. And let's do it. And here value will be form data username, and the on change will be handle change, and I'm going to implement this function that will handle change of the input value. It will be also a function, and for that I'm going to use event, and from event we will retrieve the name and value const user object destruction value, and use our event target. Okay, we'll have our name and value, and now we can update our state variable by creating the copy of our form data and change the value for the name from our target. Okay, and now we can add value enter on change for the others input, and here value will be email, and also here value will be password, and so here value will be confirm password. Okay, we have our inputs. Let's check what we have so far. I'm going to refresh and provide some name and open developer tools and email test.com and password, and we need to fill out this field, and we don't have anything because I provided small password, and now I'm going to provide correct password, and we don't have. Okay, form was submitted, and form is ready for submission, and we have values inside our form data, and now we need to provide errors from our validation, because when I typed I didn't see our errors, and let's do it. I'm going to change here for every form group. I'm going to add conditional rendering and check if we have errors. If errors and errors for username, and then I'm going to render span and close the span and provide class name. Class name will be error, and provide error from my errors, and here I'm going to user name and provide error for my username, errors username, and now I'm going to add some styles for this, introduce my sign up form and error, and mark like background color, just color will be red, and also make font size 0.9 rem, and also we can increase a bit font size for our input. Okay, and now we can add errors for the rest of inputs. For email inside form group, and also I need to move it inside my form group, and here we'll have error for email, and also here, and copy this error to password and confirm password, but change to password, here and here, and also confirm password here and here. Save, and let's check what we have. I'm going to refresh it and provide some names, test, press sign up, and we have browser validation for email, test.com. The browser validation runs first and provide some password and also confirm password. And as you can see, now we have validation from our client code that we wrote just now, and password must be at least 6 characters. And let me add more characters and press sign up. And now we have error that passwords do not match. And I'm going to match the password. Okay, and press sign up. And our form was submitted, and we have values of our form here, and also empty fields here. And one more thing that I would add, that we can add styles for small devices, because as you can see, we have this scroll, and I'm going to change it for some phone, and this doesn't look good. And let me add styles for small devices. Here I'm just going to add media styles for screen, and check max width and max width inside parentheses, and max width 780 pixels. And if we have a device with lesser than 680 pixels, then we can change styles for our sign up form and just make min width 20 rem. Let's check what we have now. As you can see, now we have our form, and it looks good on the iPhone. And I'm going to change devices. Okay, and we adjusted our form to smaller devices. I can close it and just check in my browser. Okay, and as you can see, the width changes, and everything looks good. Now I'm going to refresh the form and provide some names like John and press sign up. And I need to provide email, John at test.com, and provide password. I need to provide password, and we got our message. Password must be at least 6 characters. I'm going to add more characters, and we have these errors. And now I can change it, and now form is submitted, and everything is looking good. So if you liked the video, subscribe to my DevApp channel, like the video. In the next video, I'm going to extend my form and create sign-up options and add some cool stuff to my forms. And that's all that I have for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.